Barton FM, following Barton Town. Sport on Barton FM is sponsored by Easy Buy.
Teams are on the way out here at the Easy Buy Stadium. Barton this afternoon lining up. 1 Charlie Dixon in goal, 2 Josh Lacey, 3 Scott Matthews, 4 Matt Plummer, 5 Taron Hare, 6 Nathan Peat, 7 new signing Jack Varley, 8 Chaz Fisher, 9 Josh Batty, 10 Ben Hinchcliffe, 11 Grant Tate. On the bench for Barton today, 12 is Robbie Stout, 14 Craig Disley, 15 Ryan Caulfield, 16 Luke Anderson and 17 Kieran Mortimer. Alongside me as usual is Phil, and he's got the Bottesford lineup.
Afternoon everybody, hope you're well. Bottesford lining up in green shirts, black shorts and black socks. In goal they have Ryan Musselwhite, 2 Hash Cranage, 3 Jordan Spencer, 4 Liam Wright, 5 and captain is Finn O'Sullivan, 6 Mick Jones, 7 Mason Ellender, 8 Jonathan Siddall, 9 Ben Johnson, 10 Joan Maloney and 11 Dale Hudson. 3 substitutes for Bottesford: Alex Hazel, Tom Pearson and Robbie Leaning.
Good to see Josh Batty in the Barton lineup this afternoon. It's got a much stronger look to it today with the return of Batty. There's also new signing Jack Varley in the lineup.
Nathan Peat's back in.
Nathan Peat.
Luke Anderson's on the bench. He's not fully fit. We're talking to him about 10 minutes ago. But he's fit enough to be on the bench and hopefully we'll get a run out. Certainly missed on Tuesday evening.
Bottesford are going to get us underway. Referee checks with the goalkeepers. Looks at his watch. And we're underway. So Bottesford in green shirts, black shorts, black socks, play it to the right hand side and it's straight out for a Barton throw on the left.
Pleasant enough afternoon here at Barton. For those who are not listening locally. Scott Matthews with the throw, left hand side, halfway in his own half.
Thrown forward towards Batty, trying to get a flick on. Comes now to Johnson for Bottesford. He's tripped. So it'll be a Bottesford free kick. Halfway inside the Barton half, just to the right. Chance to get the ball into the box. So that is Ellender and Maloney over it.
Yeah, Barton trying to hold a line on the edge of the area. Not sure why we're taking so long to get the free kick into play.
It's going
We
to be
had the ball on the pitch and the referee was there.
Ellender's going to take it from the right. In it comes now. It's a good header from Johnson. Behind for a goal kick.
Solidly defended there by Barton.
So 0-0 in these early stages. Dixon takes it short to Hare. Hare out of the penalty area. Plays it back to Dixon. Dixon got Pete to his left, plays it to Pete. Pete sends the ball forward looking for the run of Scott Matthews down the left. It's defended by Cranage. In midfield now and played forward towards Johnson. That's going to run through to
I think that was
Dixon.
a clearance rather than a pass, come all the way through to Charlie Dixon. Rolls it out to his left, Pete.
Sent forward to Batty, lays it off nicely towards Varley. Varley's played a good ball through, nearly found Hinchcliffe. And Varley catches O'Sullivan. Free kick for Bottesford.
Promising looking move there.
It was. Pitch looks in great condition today. Looks as if there's quite a decent crowd in when you people coming out of the bars.
Yeah, the car park was certainly full, which hasn't been for recent games.
So it's Musselwhite, who played a few pre-season games for Barton, in the Bottesford goal. Sends it forward towards Johnson.
Plummer's underneath that.
Plummer wins the header, drops to Lacey on the right of the area. Lacey comes forward, drives it down the line over Batty's head. Hinchcliffe closing in, but easy for Musselwhite.
Aiming for Hinchcliffe there, but no chance of the striker getting it.
Sent forward towards Johnson. Good header from Pete. It's going to come to laid off by Varley. It's now with Hinchcliffe, finds Varley. Varley has it taken off him by Siddle. Ball played forward, that's a decent ball, but just too much on it. And behind for a Barton goal kick.
Yeah, I thought Varley had been pushed in the back there, must admit.
Yeah, looked like it. Hare has it.
Taken short. Hare, the ball's still not got out of the penalty area. Has just now. Nathan Peake taking it outside. Chips forward. Looking for Matthews, but he couldn't. He was out jumped. Plummer picks this up midfield.
Good ball from Plummer. Batty can't quite take it though, and it's through to Musselwhite. Driven forward by Musselwhite. That's a huge kick. Free header for Pete, who heads it long to Batty. Batty gets a flick on it. Hinchcliffe plays a good ball out to the right to Lacey, who's coming forward now on the right hand side. Lacey checks inside, finds Batty. Back to Lacey. Lacey. He's got Plummer behind him. Plummer can put the cross in. In it comes. Strong header at the back. Headed back by Plummer. Ball reaches Batty, lays it off to Fisher. It's volleyed clear. Pete wins a good header, tries to find Matthews and does. Throw to Barton left hand side.
Yeah, just goes out of the number 8, Siddle.
That's a good turn by Batty. Drives the ball to the right where there's space for Lacey. Lacey. Barton using the full width of the pitch. Plummer plays it with the outside of his foot down to Lacey. Lacey gets a good ball across. Musselwhite's fist punches it away. Comes to Matthews, who drives it in, and that's well blocked. It's going to break to Siddle.
Yeah, good shot there from Matthews.
It was.
Powerful.
Hinchcliffe closes in on the defender, who clears. It's taken by Hudson. Hudson finds Johnson.
Hinchcliffe unlucky there. He managed to nick it off the defender.
Good
and
tackle
play it
from
back,
Pete.
but,
good play from Pete down the left. Clips it forward, looking for the run of Batty. Batty has it now, approaching the penalty area. Batty holds it up nicely, lays it off and hit first time by Hinchcliffe, but wide. Really good break by Barton there.
It was a good move, that. Yeah. Ben Hinchcliffe just snatched at that one a little bit. But good move though. He was in position to get the shot in. It's promising for Barton at the moment.
Yeah, first chance of the game. 0-0 here.
Yeah. Played 6 minutes. Richard said decent crowd in, most of them standing against the wall on the clubhouse side. Probably about 15-20 people in the seats.
Good header by Matthews, puts it out for a Bottesford throw on the right. Cranage sends it back to his centre back O'Sullivan. Bottesford drive it long. Pete clears ahead of Maloney. Tackle by Fisher. Gets it to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe laid it off to Fisher, who drove it to the right to Lacey, who's got space. Lacey hits it into the box first time. Hinchcliffe tried to send it late to Matthews, but too much on it.
Matthews had cut in side
button
for that one and is on the edge of the area rather than where we normally expect to see him, which is out on the touchline.
Yeah, it would have been a great ball if he'd been still on the touchline.
But again, another good move
Yeah, promising start for Barton. Fisher's header in midfield. Pete completes the clearance. Driven forward down the right hand side. Pete heads it out.
Yep, good work from Pete. Read that. Headed it out. Only thing he could do. At least the only safe thing he could do. Bottesford with the throw. Right hand side for them. Left hand for Barton. That's over Matthews' head.
Good tackle back there by Matthews.
Recovers and gets the tackle in. Ball goes off him for a corner.
Corner to Bottesford. Great challenge on Siddle. Quickly taken corner by Bottesford. Short one's great, yeah, ball in. And a great piece of defending by Pete. Ahead of Jones. That was a great clearance by Pete. Clip forward down the left hand side for Matthews to chase. Matthews just beaten to it by Maloney, and Musselwhite completes the clearance. Headed infield by Siddle. It's now with Johnson. Johnson lays it off. Nice bit of play by Bottesford.
Having to go all the way back though to Musselwhite.
Yeah,
good pressing there by Barton on the halfway line. Barton trying to build again on the edge of their own area. Again being forced back to Musselwhite. He's going to kick long this time. See if they can make some progress. Matthews gets under that. Good header.
Breaks to
Bottesford.
Bottesford.
Picked up by Bottesford. It's going to go all the way across. Don't think Lacey's really going to chase it to keep it in. He doesn't. He lets it wander off the throw-in, which he leaves for Matty Plummer.
Deep in Barton's half right hand side.
Got Lacey and Tate in front of him. They've moved further away now. Varley's come up. It's gone for Tate.
Good flick by Tate.
Another back header.
Breaks for Hinchcliffe. Good ball. Plenty of space for Matthews on the left hand side. He heads it forward. He's level with the edge of the penalty area now. Matthews drives a great ball across, which is well headed clear by Spencer. Matthews again. Matthews going towards the byline. Again clips the ball across. Did that get a deflection? It did. It's a Barton corner. More good play down that left hand side.
Yeah, some good work from Barton here. Creating opportunities or half chances.
Grant Tate's going to take the corner from the left hand side. Plenty up from the back for Barton. Tate sends it in. It's well taken by Musselwhite.
Under some pressure there, but he did well.
Yeah, good piece of goalkeeping.
Full height. Arms extended to take it. He now kicks long. Matthews underneath it.
Picked up by Hudson. That's a good ball. Hudson now has a great chance to get a good cross in from the right centre. Really good ball. It's well defended by Fisher, and it's headed into the side netting by Maloney when it came back out. Decent chance that.
It was, yeah. And Maloney just on the outside of the post, so couldn't direct the header. If he had done, probably would have gone straight to Charlie Dixon, who was on the inside of the post.
Clears it left footed, but out on halfway.
Out on the full. Throw to Barton. It's back to right. Now back with the goalkeeper. He's seen a lot of the ball. Is Musselwhite.
He is.
Team are being forced to play back to him quite often at the moment. He now kicks right footed just over the halfway line.
Good
Pete out jumped that time. Taron Hare has the ball though.
Hare does well.
Plays it well off Hudson. Wins the throw in, which Pete will take. Probably about 10 yards in from the goal line. Barton's left hand side. Chance Fisher coming short for it and then turns and goes away.
Flicked on by Matthews. Sent back by Cranage, out for a Barton throw, left hand side.
Yeah, made about 10 yards on that throw in the end. Pete, left hand side for Barton. Opts to go back to Charlie Dixon. Dixon kicks from just inside his area. Out to Josh Lacey. Right hand side, back to Plummer. Plummer across to Taron Hare, edge of the area. Across to Pete, not making any distance at the moment, Barton. Just playing the ball square. Pete now kicks long though.
Looking for the run of Lacey, it's well defended by Spencer. Barton throw right hand side.
Yeah, Spencer had to get his head on that one. And Lacey was away otherwise. But, Lacey now with the throw. Little bit of movement for him up front. To Hinchcliffe. Value laid that one off, but ball's picked up by Bottesford.
Hare defends well.
Hare. Plummer halfway line on the touch line.
Picked up by Batty. Turns well and it's blocked. Clipped in by Lacey. Good header and it's saved. Hinchcliffe's header.
Yeah.
Saved by Musselwhite.
It's twice Hinchcliffe's come close now. Looks a little bit more spark than he's had in recent games, which is good news for Barton. Certainly good news for Ben Hinchcliffe.
That's a huge kick from Musselwhite all the way through to Charlie Dixon. Massive kick.
Hare just inside the penalty area. Looks up. Kicks long. It's too long. Over O'Sullivan's head. Then through to the keeper. See if he'll swap another long ball with Charlie Dixon.
0-0 it is.
In the 15th minute here, still looking for the first goal of the afternoon. That one's not quite as long from Musselwhite. Hudson tried to flick that round Plummer, but went too far, didn't have a chance to turn around and go after it. Runs through to Dixon. Taron Hare. This is what Richard and I don't like.
Dixon puts
Barton
it through
playing
for
the
it.
ball short in their own penalty area. The cheers for Charlie Dixon, kicking the ball out on the full again. Bottesford fans making themselves heard.
Barton throw on the left.
Yeah, came in and went out. Always a bit disappointing when that happens. For the side taking it. You expect it when it's a windy day perhaps, but don't expect it on a day like today.
Yeah, that's right. It's back with Dixon.
Charlie Dixon, ball on the floor, coming under pressure there from Johnson. Miss kick, pressure here. Hudson with the ball, edge of the area. Shot coming in, but straight into Dixon's stomach. No trouble for him. Shot coming in there from Mason Ellinder.
Thanks. Barton Bosses have it. Tate closes in.
Cheers.
Good. That's good play by Jones. Tate's won it in midfield though. Tate plays it to Lacey. Lacey drops it back inside to Plummer. Deep in Barton's half. It's laid across to Hare on the edge of the D, who then finds Pete, who gives it back to Hare. Hare
Barton trying to draw
comes forward.
Bottesford out, but when you're
tries
20
a good
yards
ball
from your
to the
own goal,
left for
not
Matthews.
really
That's
working.
a great ball by Taron Hare. Matthews picks it up. Matthews going to the byline, pulls it across, and it's cleared away. Great run by Scott Matthews again. Fine ball from Taron Hare to find
good low
him.
cross that one as well. Halfway line with Hare. Goes long again.
Too much on that.
No direction on that, and all the way through to Musselwhite, the visiting goal.
0-0
Places
it
the
is.
ball on the floor. Waiting for some movement up front. Now kicks long. Pete's going to be underneath that one again. Heads forward and wide and out. Halfway line for Bottesford. Throw in. Taken by Cranage. Played back by Wright to the keeper. Musselwhite. Just up to the halfway line. Pete again. Pete was underneath that. But, is penalised. Went into the back of the Bottesford player. which I think was Johnson.
Looks if Maloney's going to take this.
It was indeed Johnson.
Left-footed.
Maloney with the kick. Right-footed. Level with the left edge of Barton's area. Everyone lined up on the edge of the area.
Clipped in by Maloney. Pete heads it out well. Headed forward by Jones. And it's back with Dixon. Threw it to Lacey. Struggled to see it in the sun, but he's got it. Lacey back to Plummer. Deep in the Barton half. Plummer walks forward. Thought about driving it to the left. Plays well there. Interchanges passes with
Lacey in space now on that right hand side.
Lacey clips
Chips
it down
forward.
the wing.
Varley, debutant today for Barton.
Oh, good ball from Varley to Lacey. Clips it in first time. Oh, just evades Tate on the far post.
But another good move there from Barton. This time down the right hand side.
Yeah,
Varley signed yesterday from Winterton Rangers.
Pete clears. Bottesford throw right hand side. Pete's header. Fisher sends it back to Dixon, who lays it off
Keeps
to
the ball
Plummer.
moving though straight away. Gets it to Plummer. Midfield. Cuts in slightly. Back to Hare. Out to Lacey. Got a little bit of space. Being closed down though by Hudson. So it's back with Plummer.
Hinchcliffe. Fisher to Pete. Pete's not
Totally miscued that one.
miscued that, yeah.
Barton throw just over the halfway line in Barton's half.
Throw right hand side, which Cranage will take.
Yeah. Threw it to Maloney, who knocks it straight out of play in Barton's favour now.
Fisher
Another
to
Barton throw. Matthews will take just inside the away bench. Looking to go back, but changed his mind. Now looking to get it down the line. Does so. Fisher.
Flicked on by Fisher. Comes to Hinchcliffe. Back to Fisher. Strong tap. Picked up by Hinchcliffe again, left hand side.
Good
Gets
work
it to
by Hinchcliffe,
Varley.
holding that up and laying
Finds
it off.
Matthews. Matthews is well tackled. Bottesford can clear. Siddle brings it forward. It's with Jones. Linesman's dropped his flag. It's out on for a throw on the right hand side for Bottesford.
Wonder if you thought he was an American football official there, throwing his little looks like handkerchiefs he threw onto the pitch when they see something, doesn't it, in that sport? Long time since I watched it. Anyway, Bottesford throw halfway line there, right hand side. Mason Allender looking for the ball, but it doesn't go to him. Goes instead to Siddall. Oh, that was the intended target. Once again, Pete wins it in the air. Another throw in. Chance for Cranage to get this one down.
Thrown to Siddle. Jones back to Cranage. Cranage gets a good
Chips
ball
that
across.
in.
Good
Plummer's
header from
underneath
Plummer.
it.
Hit on the volley by
Good
Spencer,
effort
but it's
there by
wide.
Spencer.
It was.
Probably about a yard off target, but wasn't going to wait and let the control the ball. He was going to hit it first time. One of those that looks absolutely amazing when they do go in. Oh,
bad clearance by
Barton again,
Dixon.
giving the ball away in dangerous positions.
Siddle cuts in field. That's a good play by Siddle and sits it straight at Dixon.
Charlie Dixon with the ball, walking towards the edge of his area. Kicks from his hands.
Huge kick down there, which Hinchcliffe will take. Chase. And it's well defended by Cranage.
Yeah, Hinchcliffe did well there though. He got himself between the player and the defender's goal line, which made it difficult for him. He had to try and turn. Good pressure there from Hinchliffe. Didn't gain anything from it, unfortunately. Here's a goal kick to Bottesford, going to be taken now by Musselwhite.
0-0 it is. Musselwhite.
Halfway through the first half here at the Easy Buy Stadium. Remains goalless.
Again. Barton free kick on halfway. Plummer's fouled.
Not much in the way of chances. Barton have probably had the best two.
Pete finds Plummer. Plummer going forward into midfield. Still going Plummer. That's nice play. Comes now to Hinchcliffe, who plays it into the back of the net, and Barton have the lead. Really good piece of football. Good run by Hinchcliffe and by Plummer, and Hinchcliffe finished it nicely.
I think the response to the Barton play showed how much they've enjoyed that one, and probably feeling some joy there for Hinchcliffe. First of the season. He's gone close twice already in this game. 24 minutes gone. As Richard said, good work from Plummer. Set Hinchliffe up. Still needed a good finish, and the striker managed to find one.
Found the back of the net, and of course on Tuesday night it was flagged offside. And Bottesford restarts. Going to make it the hair though, but his clearance doesn't reach a Barton player. And forward comes Johnson. That's a good ball through, and it's well taken by Dixon.
Yeah, difficult for us to really comment on the one on Tuesday night because we weren't in line with it by any means, and the flag went up as soon as the ball went out.
It did. My initial thought was it was against Taron Hare, who headed it back across, but we're told today it was actually against Hinchcliffe, who put it in.
Yeah. So when you're 50 yards away, it can be difficult sometimes.
Yeah, good work by Varley.
Good pressure by Varley. Showed one or two nice touches, but he's also shown he's willing to work.
That's a ball sent forward towards Johnson. Hare defends well. Wins the throw. Oh no, it's straight out. Thought it'd come off Johnson.
Over the stand for a throw in.
Straight out. Two balls on the pitch.
Had an awful lot of balls going out of the ground on Tuesday night, didn't we, Richard?
Certainly did.
At Garforth.
Certainly
Can't
did.
remember seeing so many in one game.
So finally we're going to get a Bottesford throw on the left, which Spencer will take. Spencer throws it back to O'Sullivan, who sends it forward towards Siddle. Siddle flicks it on, it's going to drop to
can't
Pete.
do anything with it. It's now with Pete.
He's
Scott
miscued
Matthews
the
wanted
clearance.
that one played short. I think his look at Nathan Pete's telling Nathan what he thought of the attempted pass.
Thrown forward. Hare defends
Hare sticks
it.
a foot out, wins it. Tate
finds Matthews, clears
downfield.
it for Lace.
There's O'Sullivan there with the header. All very tight in midfield at the moment. Yeah, Fisher penalised there. He was probably trying to get past Johnson, but he ran into his back. Can't really expect anything other than a free kick being given.
Taken by Maloney, who finds Jones. That was foot up, surely.
Foot up against O'Sullivan. Yeah. Not happy about that decision.
It certainly was foot up.
When he holds the hand up level with his own head,
chips it
indicating
forward.
how high his foot really was.
Yeah, Varley heads it to the right to Lacey, who sends it back to Plummer. Plummer's got Hare behind him.
20 yards from Barton's own goal line. Knocks it back just inside the area to Charlie Dixon. He goes long. Looks for Matthews. Think it's going to be way over Matthews' head though. Throw taken by Cranage.
Yeah, a lot aimed at Matthews, but at the moment not very accurately. Hinchcliffe's going to try and close Musselwhite down. Batty picks it up. Good work from good pressure from Hinchcliffe. Nice play from Batty. Pulls the ball back, but it's going to be cleared by Ellender. Pete gets in ahead of Johnson.
Not sure what Chaz Fisher was trying to do there.
Plummer will be We get a yellow card, I would think, for that, bringing down Hudson. Shouldn't be any more than a yellow card. It wasn't an obvious goal scoring opportunity, but Bottesford did have a chance to break.
Let's wait to see whether it's yellow or red. The referee was talking to his assistant.
It's yellow.
Just a yellow.
Yeah, that was certainly taking one for the team.
Yeah, couldn't complain about a yellow on that occasion.
So it's free kick in a good position for Bottesford. It's fairly central. It's about 10 or 12 yards outside the penalty area. Ellender's looking at it. Yes, exactly.
Dangerous position, some 25 yards out. Almost central to the goal.
Yeah, Ellender's walked away. In comes the kick, too high.
Yeah.
Barton goal kick.
Yeah, about 2 feet over that one. Dixon watches it all the way. Asking for someone to pass him a ball. Places the ball down. Left hand side of his goal area. Over the halfway line.
Solid strike towards Batty.
Sullivan nodding back.
Bottesford clear. Flicked on by Siddle, who had the free kick. That's a great interception by Plummer.
That's a good interception by Plummer.
Hudson would have been clear. Good hassling by Tate. Sent forward by Cranage. Pete heads it out. Flicked on by Varley. Jones takes it off Matthews. It's a Barton throw on the left.
Yeah, good interception there by Plummer. If he'd not got to the ball, it could have been one each. It'd have been 1-on-1. Yeah. As it was, Dixon was able to get out and pick the ball up, but Plummer hadn't half stopped it. I don't think Dixon could have made it in time.
Yeah, it was a great interception. Pete with the throw on the left. Throws it towards Batty. To Bottesford head, win it ahead of and Hinchcliffe can't get it. Cleared forward, another Barton throw on the left. On halfway. Pete with the throw.
He's got no one down the line really. Hinchcliffe's moving out that way, but the ball's over his head.
He's
looking for Varley there.
Flicked on by Matthews. Jones wins the header.
Head tennis here.
Johnson up against Pete. Offside free kick to Bottesford on the right.
In the 32nd minute.
1-0 Barton lead here.
Ben Hinchcliffe goal. He will obviously have been delighted, but I think his teammates were as well.
It's going to be Ellender with it.
I think, when your colleagues are struggling a bit and Ben Hinchcliffe's not been at his best this season so far. Goal should have done him the world of good in terms of confidence. It was a good move, him and Plummer, and a really nice finish.
So Ellender's eventually got the ball in the right place. Can they take this free kick? In it goes. Headed out by Hare. It's going to break on the left hand side.
So Sullivan with the ball on the touchline. Gets it across.
Good defending
good
by
header by Pete.
Very good defending by Nathan
backward header there.
Quickly taking corner. That's a looping cross which Taron Hare heads clear. Johnson tries to win it. Bottesford throw.
So to Bottesford, little bit of pressure here from the visitors.
Johnson has it
good
taken
work
off
there
him.
from Varley. Loses out, but
Ball in again,
enough
easy
to
for
work was
Charlie
good.
Dixon. Matthews breaks out. Dixon makes
That's
a
a
good
great
throw
ball
by
now.
Dixon. Matthews coming forward down the
Scott
left hand
Matthews,
side.
plenty of space.
Good ball from Matthews to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe gets the ball across. Cleared out from in front of the goalkeeper. Comes to Fisher though.
Only as far as Fisher. He's got the ball.
Pete
Plays it
behind
back
him.
halfway line. Nathan Pete. Fisher out on the left. Pete again, halfway line. Knocks
Nice
it
ball
forward.
in behind to Hinchcliffe.
It's a
Hinchcliffe
good run there. But,
still got the ball. Had it taken off him. Varley
the
couldn't
ball's
get there,
worked
and
away from Matthews.
Bottesford break out with Siddle.
Bottesford trying to break here. To Hudson there. Plays it inside, looking for Maloney.
Jones.
O'Sullivan knocks it forward. Johnson. Maloney plays it
Intercepted
forward.
by Tate.
Put in there from Tate.
Held up by Johnson, who's fouled Pete. Barton
Johnson
free
not
kick.
happy. He's under pressure there from Nathan Pete, right in front of the referee, and the assistant rather, and the assistant's penalised Johnson for putting his arm behind him and pulling Pete's shirt. Good spot by the assistant, because players get away with that very regularly in all levels of football.
Free header at the back. Taron Hare volleys it back. That's going to land towards Batty. Clearance completed by Cranage. It's going to drop
Pete
over.
will let that one go, I think.
Keeps it in.
Managed to keep it in play.
Got Plummer to his.
Squares it across to Dixon, who goes long.
Varley
here.
Gets it out
Taken
to
off his
Lacey.
toe.
Lacey
It's,
joining
picked
in
up by
at pace.
Lacey.
Plays it forward towards Batty. Batty's done well there. Wins it in front of the corner flag. Batty still has it. Wins the throw.
Yeah, good work again there by Barton. Nice move. Throw now coming in about 10 yards from the touchline. Oh. And Barton lose that one. Give it away. Shame. Good position.
Yeah, a bit of a waste there.
But, Josh Barry couldn't keep the ball in play there. 10 minutes or so to half time.
Good pressure from Batty there. Clearance is not missed by Pete, but Hare
Pete
picks
missed
it
that
up.
one, and Hare left to tidy it up. Lets the ball run through to Dixon instead. And once again, Charlie Dixon out on the full.
Cranage with the throw. Matthews header. Drops to Johnson though. Pete blocks it. Fisher picks it up and clears well. Bottesford can come again though. It's played forward toward Hudson. Hudson on the left.
Going to be
Good
tight
work,
on the
good
touchline.
tackle
Great play by Plummer.
Spencer
Asking
with
for a foul, but it's not given, so it's going to be a throw into Bottesford instead.
Spencer's
In with
throw.
Maloney. Still with Maloney on the touchline. He's having to go backwards though under pressure from Chaz Fisher.
Good
He does
turn.
well though. He's turned him. Created some space.
Good work by Siddle. Gets it across to Johnson. Played it across, cleared by Matthews. Fisher completes the clearance. And
Varley
can
got
pick
space
it
in
up,
midfield.
up to halfway. Plays it to Hinchcliffe
out
on the
Hinch-
left. Hinchcliffe sending it forward for Matthews to chase, defended by Cranage.
Cranage out for a throw in.
Deep in the Bottesford half, about level with the edge of the penalty area.
Bottesford will be a little bit disappointed with that little spell of pressure not producing any chances.
Barton breaking out well again. Matthews to the feet of Batty, back to Matthews. Matthews drives it in, doesn't reach Hinchcliffe. It's cleared to as far as Johnson.
So Sullivan,
Jones.
Johnson. O'Sullivan.
Johnson plays it through again. A good interception from Plummer. Did really well there. That was coming to Hudson.
Keep calling Jones O'Sullivan. My apologies to both of them.
Dixon sends it forward. Batty's beaten in the air, picked up by Varley. He's looked lively on his debut. Matthews plays it up, but it's volleyed down by Siddle, and it'll go out for a Barton goal kick.
Been an entertaining enough half, Richard.
It has.
End to end. Barton having somewhat the better of it and certainly deserved the lead. Both teams trying to play football on the ground at times. Mixing it up a bit. Passing moves and then long ball moves. Dixon goal kick. Most of the Barton players in the visiting half.
Sent forward. Jones
underneath it.
Siddle plays it in field to Johnson. Johnson, good
Looking
ball to the
Hudson.
left hand side to Hudson. Hudson cutting in up against Plummer. Hudson goes to the byline and finds the side
managed to
netting.
get in front of Plummer there, but put his cross into the side netting. Couldn't hook it back.
Dixon's goal kick. One nil it is.
6 minutes plus to half time. Barton still leading by Ben Hinchcliffe goal in the 24th minute. Dixon long. That goes out of play as well. Looking for Lacey, but it didn't reach him. Ball's back in play. Lacey knocks it back to Plummer under pressure.
And he's taken off him. That's a great run. Ball's played across to Johnson, who took it first time.
Error
and
there
behind.
from Barton, and ball goes off. Joe Maloney, rather than it being a shot, more than anything, he ran onto the ball and couldn't direct it.
Yeah, if he'd missed it, it would have been a tap-in, I think, for Siddle, who was coming in behind. Dixon then.
Dixon with the kick, referee telling him to hurry. Didn't think he'd been taking over long with them, to be honest.
Towards Batty.
Jones underneath it.
Fisher's header. Tate tries to win it, does well against Jones.
Fisher
heads it onto Matthews.
Towards the
Matthews on halfway, clips the ball forward towards Batty, who gets it down nicely, but it's cleared away by Siddle.
Fisher up there.
Peter against Johnson. Looked to foul him, but gets away with it. Varley has it now, battling in midfield. Good play by Varley. Plays a nice ball to find Matthews. Matthews curling the ball in, looking for Hinchcliffe, but cleared away. Well taken by Johnson on halfway. Fisher's got back to win it there and sends it back to Dixon.
Back to Dixon, slow it down, ease the pressure. Give Barton a chance to build. Pete, about 5 yards outside the Barton area, rolls it across to Hare, back to Dixon. Charlie Dixon's not having the best day with his clearances, is he, Richard?
No, that was sailed over.
There must be 5 or 6 that have gone either into touch on the full or first bounce.
Yeah. Stabbed forward. Tate gets it there ahead of Varley. And so Sullivan has it, sends it back to his goalkeeper Musselwhite.
Good pressure from Hinchcliffe there. Post Bottesford back.
Cranage
halfway in their own half now, moving forward.
Drives it forward.
Ball's not long.
Win it.
Looking for Maloney, but doesn't reach him.
Shoving the back on Hinchcliffe. Barton throw in the edge of the centre circle. Yeah, did well there. Hinchcliffe got in front of Sullivan.
Ball's back in play. Plummer. Back to Hare. Goes out wide to Lacey on the right. Controls it. He'll push it back to Taron Hare. He'll square it. Cross to Nathan Peake. Edge of the centre circle. Barton's half. Hare goes looking for Matthews, which is not going to reach him.
Cranage header. Fisher though heads it on to late Batty. He can't find Hinchcliffe, but it might break to Varley. Plummer wins the header and finds Lacey on the right. Lacey has a nice ball bound to Varley. Intercepted by Spencer. Jones now hits it forward first time, but it's easy for Pete, who finds Hare. Hare then plays it to his left to Pete. Pete back to Dixon. Dixon drives it forward over Batty's head. Headed forward towards Siddle though for Bottesford. Cranage, Jones, picked up by Fisher. Barton have it with Batty on the left.
Yeah, finally did reach
Batty
Batty.
saves it in field to Tate. Tate, good ball to Batty, drives it across. Matthews drives in as well, blocked, and it's going to drop in Musselwhite's hands. Yeah. Good effort from Matthews.
Yeah, straight up in the air off the defender.
Jones.
2 minutes plus to half time. Won't be much added time. We've not had any physios on.
Good 4 forward. Which, that's a good finish. Nice side netting. Came to
Maloney.
Johnson, hit it first time, looked if it was going in, lobbed it over
Good
Dixon, it's
there.
found the side netting. Warning for Barton.
That probably should have been an equaliser.
Yeah, he got the chip right, he had plenty of goal to aim at and aimed it wide. Dixon over Hinchcliffe's head. There's been plenty of warning signs for Barton.
There.
Fisher.
Chaz Fisher. Scott Matthews on the left. Turns again.
Batty, great turn from Batty. Cleared away though. And that might come to Johnson again. Hare's back this time. Pete's across to cover.
Yeah, good combination work there with Hare and Pete. Hare blocked the runner and Pete cleared the ball.
Plummer. Knocked forward to Hinchcliffe on halfway. Hinchcliffe lays it back to Tate. Tate's got Lacey on the right hand side. He's got Plummer behind him if he wants. He does. Plummer back to Hare. Fisher. Lacey sends it forward to Batty. Batty's held on up well. Batty still slipped over just when he was trying to get cut inside. Another breakout from Bottesford. That's a really good ball down the right hand side for Siddle. Siddle up against Tax Pete. Siddle cuts in. Pete defends really well. Referee has somehow played on. Johnson's miskicked.
Well, how that wasn't a foul, I have no idea.
No, that was incredible. Pete was shoved over. It broke to Johnson, who miskicked in a great position. Good clearance by Hare. Varley shins his volley, and it drops to Ellender.
Playing added time here at the Easy Buy Stadium. Barton leading by a Ben Hinchcliffe goal to 0.
Maloney takes it quickly to Jones. Jones comes to Cranage. Cranage. Siddle again. Oh, that's a good play from Siddle. Hits it and Pete heads out well near post. Ellender.
Good work by Fisher.
Ellender has it again. Plummer can step in and win it. Driven clear for Hinchcliffe by Plummer. Hinchcliffe has it shepherded out by Wright. So some real opportunities for Bottesford.
Barton are going to have to be mindful of these quick breaks, aren't they, from Bottesford? They've caused a few problems.
Half time it is. It's Barton Town 1, Bottesford Town 0. Underway. Josh Batty gets it going. Well played out to the right to Hinchcliffe. Out for a throw. Barton line up. Dixon, Lacey, Matthews, Plummer, Hare, Pete, Varley, Fisher, Batty, Hinchcliffe and Tate. And Bottesford have it at the back with O'Sullivan. Sends it to his right back Cranage. Knocked into midfield towards Siddle. Varley nearly nicked in ahead of Ellender. Barton have it with Matthews. Plays a nice ball into Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe. Oh, he's flagged offside. I didn't.
Looked to me as though he came from behind the defender.
It did to me. It was a good run. Nice ball in.
Looked as though he ran in front of him after the ball had been passed. Anyway, ball in play. Quick free kick. Out with Cranage on the right. Knocks it forward. Intercepted by Matthews. Keeps it in play. Up to Batty.
Tate. Matthews.
Ball's played out of play.
Yeah, it was a good run by Hinchcliffe. Looked to me as if he timed it perfectly.
It did to me as well, yes.
Jones' head. Siddle's going forward. Overrun it though. And behind for a Barton goal kick. One 0 to Barton here. Ben Hinchcliffe's goal. Dixon sends it forward towards Fisher. Fisher gets a flick on, it doesn't make it to Batty. Lacey defends into midfield. Tate rises to win it. Elland clips it on, but
Lacey gets this
Lacey.
one. He'll have space to run if he wants to, but holds the ball up instead. Back to Plummer. He kicks it long.
Knocks it forward
Looking
towards
for Hinchcliffe,
Hinchcliffe.
but intercepted.
Spencer. Varley's done well there. Well defended by Maloney, who clips it forward. That's good
Maloney
play.
did well
Finds
there.
Hudson. No, I think Hudson just fell over there. Jones finds Ellender on the left for Bottesford. Over halfway. Ellender. Nice played in field, but offside.
Bottesford contingent certainly making themselves heard, Richard.
Yeah.
They have all afternoon.
Yeah, Barton could certainly do with a second.
Dixon with the free kick for offside.
Driven forward towards Hinchcliffe, chested off, but it's going to come to Hudson. Hudson gets it back to O'Sullivan. Plummer's header, bit of space for Fisher, sends it back to Dixon.
Ball's back with Dixon now. Got it on the floor, he'll kick it from the floor. Out towards the touchline. Looking for Batty, but doesn't reach him.
Batty does well second time, defended by O'Sullivan. Out for a Barton throw on the left.
It's going to be taken by Varley, is it? No, he's going to leave it for Matthews. Varley drops back. Debut for him today, had a good game so far.
Tate lays it off to Varley. Varley against the left touchline, plays it into Batty. Batty flicks it on nicely to Fisher. Fisher thought he was dawdled there really.
Yeah, he had Lacey outside,
should have found
that
Lacey.
would have been the ball really.
Tate has it on the right, lays it back to Lacey. It's tight, that's foul, free kick, throw even to Barton on the right hand side. Plummer's throw right hand side, just inside the Bottesford half. Throws it inside to Tate. Tate back to Plummer, chance to get a cross in. Plummer plays well there. Plummer plays a nice in for Lacey, not going to make it, and it was well defended.
Good work from Plummer.
It was
quite nimble on his feet for a tall player really.
Yeah,
controls the ball well in tight situations with both feet.
Of course, it's his run that made the first goal or contributed significantly to it. Lacey, it's a bad layoff by Tate, but Plummer can pick it up. Plays it infield to Pete in the centre circle. Pete clips the ball, looking for the run of Matthews, but too much on that, and that's going out for a throw.
Pete up to go long instead, looking for Matthews, but couldn't find him. Ball goes out.
Quickly taken throw by Cranage.
By Cranage.
Sullivan back to Cranage.
Cranage down
Pete's
the
under
line.
that. Bottesford throw on the right. Cranage. Tall right back. Throws it towards Jones. He gets a flick on. Johnson can't take it though. Cranage plays it to Spencer. Spencer over halfway down the left hand side. Plays it into the feet of Jones. Hare defends. Comes out with Tate. Bad ball though. No chance of finding Matthews with that.
Yeah, Barton struggling to find the men at the moment.
Yeah. Cranage sends it in to the head of Hudson. Comes to Lacey, who lays it back to Plummer. Miss-hit clearance.
Poor pass for Lacey, but nearly retrieved by Hinchliffe.
Ellender. It's now with O'Sullivan in the centre circle. Plays a good ball down the right-hand side towards Cranage, who's onto it. Sends it in. Good save by Dixon. Picked up again. Great block. And it's behind for a Barton corner. But they're certainly threatening Bottesford. Corner from the right.
Referee having a word with Hinchliffe.
In the centre circle. Yeah, don't know what that was about. So.
Yeah, I think he caught, was it Maloney as he tried to go through, but
Ball comes across.
didn't really think it was worth having a word with.
Jones against Lacey. Left hand edge of the penalty area. Good ball
work
out
by
from
Jones.
It was good work. Siddle clips it across. Good header by Fisher. Tate hassling, but Cranage. Space for Jones. It's all Bottesford at the moment. Ellender plays it for a good header by Plummer, but Barton still can't get out. Oh, good challenge in there by Varley. Comes out with it.
Hinchliffe
finds Fisher. Fisher sends it to the left to Batty. This is good break from Barton. Nice ball inside by Batty to Matthews. Gives it back to Batty. Back to Matthews. Edge of the penalty area. Now it's good tackle by Wright. Pete flicks it up. Goes past Wright. Pete on the left plays it in field to Varley. Nice ball to Matthews. Matthews drives it across the face of the goal, but time for O'Sullivan to
Sullivan did
stop
well there.
and clear. Jones then heads it on to Hudson on the left as Bottesford break. It's end-to-end stuff here. Good tackle from Plummer. Pete lays it off to Varley. Varley going forward, looking for Batty. Still has it. Varley plays it to Matthews. Matthews plays it in looking for the run of Batty, but that was a bit too not enough on that. It's well defended by O'Sullivan. Hinchliffe tries to get there, cleared down the line. Hare takes it down nicely. Taron Hare sends it forward, but that'll drift out for a Bottesford throw. In fact, it's dropped out for a goal kick.
Musselwhite will take this. Right footed, right hand side of his goal. Up towards the halfway line. So that was Hudson. Out now with Spencer. Hudson again. Back to Spencer. Chips it forward. Hare gets the intercepting header in.
Nice play by Varley to find Tate, who sends it to Matthews on the left.
Little bit of space, but Jones coming across. Finds Batty. Goes backwards, then sideways. Plummer. Ball's played short to Varley.
Oh, nice ball to Tate. Good ball to Matthews. Hinchliffe was one the inside. Matthews though. Good play by Matthews. Can get his crossing. It's good. Well defended by Cranage.
Tries to take Cranage on, he gets a crossing. Cranage just slides his foot in to deflect it for the corner,
which Tate will take from the left hand side. So Tate with the corner, plays it short to Hinchliffe, lays it back to Tate. Sends it in this time, but there's too much on that. Goes over Taron Head's hair and behind for a goal kick.
Another wasted opportunity there.
Yeah.
I always feel you should be trying to create something from a corner.
Musselwhite sends it out to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan. Hinchliffe tried to nick it off
Spencer did well there in the end to get that away. With Wright. Up towards the halfway line, right hand side of the field. Knocks it across, looking for Hudson, but Dixon wise to that one. Out to collect. Out to Lacey.
Hits it late. Hits it long, looking for the run of Batty. Batty's going to get there and does well to win a throw.
Yeah, Batty did well there. Forced Spencer into conceding a throw-in. Batty leaving it to Lacey.
Lacey throws it to Varley. Varley up from the corner flag. Plays it back to Lacey. Lacey further back to Plummer. Plummer. Barton going backwards. Hare. Bit of space. All the way back to Dixon. Dixon drives it long, looking towards Batty. Good solid header from right. Ellender under pressure from Fisher. Nice bit of play though. Driven forward by Ellender. Jones lays it off. Fisher picks it up. Done well there. Fisher finds Matthews. Matthews coming forward, putting in from the left. Still going. Matthews hits the shot. It's blocked. Barton corner.
Tries to get the shot in, but deflected for a corner.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was going on target, but it got that deflection. Tate will take the corner from
Jones
the left.
Telling his team to calm down a little bit.
Tate with the corner. Curls in, overhead, a good fist from Musselwhite. Just got a fist to it ahead of Musselwhite's fist ahead of Hinchcliffe. Varley's foul on Spencer. He's going to pick up a yellow card for that.
There's always going to be a challenge like that.
So, Bottesford free kick.
Can't really be any complaints on that one, Richard.
No, 2 yellow cards so far, being fair enough. Musselwhite sends it forward. Plummer's under it. Jones gets the head on it though. It breaks to Hare. Hare got in a bit of a mess there against Maloney, and Maloney wins a corner for Bottesford. Ellender's going short. Now Maloney steps away, leave it for Ellender to take.
It's got to be Mason Ellender to take this one. Could go short, but Maloney decides to walk away instead. Ellender will get this one into the penalty area.
It's a good ball in, good header, and it's 1-1. It was a good header by I think it was Johnson, and it's 1-1. It was a good header.
Was a good header, timed his run well. And 60 minutes gone here, and it's now 1-1.
And it's not really a great surprise. They've had opportunities.
Bottesford had most of the game in this half, certainly. And they finished the first half on a high. 2 or 3 good chances. So probably got to say they deserved the equaliser overall.
Barton restart.
Thought it was a good header and a good run. You still got to question the defence. It's another set piece where they've conceded.
Yep, volleyed clear. Going to come to Hare. Hare clips it forward towards Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe takes it nicely and finds Lacey to his right. Lacey back to Plummer. Plummer try to chip it forward to Lacey, but ran out of pitch. Bottesford throw on the left. So it's 1-1 here. It's going to be Spencer with the throw for Bottesford. Just in the bar, just inside their half.
He wasn't happy with the ball that they just had, so we got another one. Spencer down the touchline.
Flicked on by Jones. Siddle's offside.
Offside from the flick on. Try and Hare will take the free kick. Plays it back towards Dixon. He kicks long.
Sends it
towards
towards Batty.
touchline.
Batty gets a flick on, but there's nobody
Batty
around him.
underneath that. Gets a head on it, but to no effect.
Right.
Ball with Liam Wright. Touchline, right hand side, locks long.
Pete's header.
Pete underneath that.
Flicked on by Tate. Batty. Lacey now coming up from the right hand side edge into the penalty area. Nice play, it's caught there. Lacey right on the edge of the penalty area. Barton free kick, great position for a free kick. Just on the right of the penalty area. Can Barton restore the lead? Matthews is coming across to take it.
Again, you've got to ask why that wasn't a yellow card.
Well, that's right, yeah. That's right.
Josh Lacey had gone past him and
Flipped him, pulled him back.
he just tapped him round the ankles.
Yeah.
No attempt to play the ball, he's just going to bring the man down.
So Matthews, free kick right on the corner, just outside the
Two-man
penalty
war,
area.
but is at an angle. That is being pernickety, Richard. I think he's made Scott Matthews move the ball about a foot.
Yeah. Matthews drives it in low, punched by Musselwhite and hacked clear by Jones before Plummer could get to it. Tate clips it back in. Volleyed clear by Cranage. They'll go out for a Barton throw on the right. Matthews looked to take it quickly, but he'll leave it for Lacey.
First effort on goal this half for Barton there. Decent save by keeper Musselwhite.
Lacey
with the throw.
Fisher. Valley. Lacey has it taken off him. Cleared forward now for another Barton throw on the right. Lacey
all the way back to Dixon from the halfway line.
Dixon thumps it forward. Headed by O'Sullivan.
O'Sullivan underneath that.
Cranage heads it on. Fisher lays it to the left, but not the best of balls, and Bottesford can clear. Siddle plays it forward into the hands of Dixon.
Yeah, Barton for me just getting rid of the ball that little bit too quickly.
Matthews has done well to keep that in. It was a wild clearance by Dixon. It's driven forward by Wright.
Hudson chasing that one.
Dixon out of his area,
Dixon
heads
out
it.
of his area.
Came back to John Snew again. Volleys it, tries to get it over Dixon, but gets it well wide.
Yeah, good work by Charlie Dixon there. He was obviously outside his area to get that one. We're in the stand behind the cricket club end, so Charlie Dixon's defending the far goal. So
we're going to have a Barton substitution. Grant Tate's coming off, and it's Luke Anderson who's coming on. First one of the afternoon for Barton. So Dixon with the goal kick. It's towards Anderson. He chests it down, lays it off nicely to Batty. Batty tried to find Lacey, but
Lacey will put the defender on the pressure.
Lacey's done well against Spencer. Wins a throw for Barton
Spencer
on
with
the
no
right.
option but to kick the ball out for the throw in. Good pressure there from Lacey.
Lacey throws it towards Anderson, flicks it on nicely. Hinchcliffe can't get on it, and it's cleared away before it reaches Matthews.
Just wouldn't quite follow that one.
Hack clear by Siddle. Pete has it now on the left.
Yeah.
Pete. He's going to drive it in. It's towards Hinchcliffe. Takes it down nicely. And it's a good challenge by Sullivan. It's behind for a corner. Nicely taken by Hinchcliffe. A last
Yeah.
ditch tackle by Sullivan.
Yeah, did well there. Conceded the corner.
Barton corner. Anderson's retrieved the ball. There's no Grant Tate on the pitch anymore, so it's going to be Scott Matthews with the corner.
He's capable of putting a telling ball in.
So Matthews, in it comes. It's over Plummer's head, and Jones has got time to bring it away.
Jones
drives it
left
down the
footed
left.
down the touchline.
Lacey's
Lacey
head
underneath.
infield to Varley. He's got it stuck under his feet, but he's done well there, Varley, to come away with it. Finds Batty. Hinchcliffe taken from behind.
Yeah, it's got to be a free kick to Barton.
He's gone back for an earlier offence, the referee, by the look of it.
Varley was fouled as he broke away. Nothing came of it. So referee's taking him back to the halfway line. Taryn Hare will take the free kick for Barton.
Plummer is going to take this one. Plays it forward, looking for the run of Anderson. He's giving a foul against Anderson for a...
Yeah, against case you got your forward, you got the defender in front of you, and rather than go around the outside of him, you try and push your way through him, and you're always going to give the free kick away in those circumstances.
Bottesford free kick.
Musselwhite, left hand side of his goal. 5-6 yards inside his area.
It's off Hare's head. Pete can defend it. Back to Dixon. Sends it up in the air. Lacey wins the header against Jones. And then Lacey gets a second bite at it. Clears it. Batty brings it down. Finds Matthews coming forward on the left. Matthews still going. Matthews into the penalty area. Tried to drive it across. It was well defended. It's a Barton corner. Another good run.
Yet
down
another
the
good
left.
run from Matthews.
Yeah. So
he's not getting the crosses in, but that's down to good defending, really, this afternoon.
It was good defending.
Been some very good tackles as he's tried to get the ball in.
Matthews with the corner. It's low. Pete didn't quite reach Taryn Hare. It's defended at the near post, and it's bound for another Barton corner.
Right, it's 1-1 here now at the Easy Buy Stadium. We're in the 70th minute,
Can Barton get back in front?
so 20 to play.
Matthews goes short to Varley, cuts in field. Still going Varley. Has it taken off him by Siddle. Comes back to Pete. Who can find Matthews, who can get the ball in again. Sent in. It's headed out by Allender. Varley picks it up again. Finds Lacey. Lacey trips it towards Batty. Batty chests it down. Tries to find Anderson, who couldn't quite bring it down. Anderson. Plummer. Fisher now. Ball under his feet. Fisher clips it forward, but
There's a nice idea from Chaz Fisher.
no, but
Got a whole crowd of players in front of him. He lifted it over them looking for Anderson, but didn't quite have the direction. It's Hudson's going off for Bottesford, and it's number 14, Tom Pearson, coming on.
Musselwhite with the goal kick. Forward it goes. Pete heads it. Ellender knocks it forward, looking for the run of Jones, but Dixon collects. Sends it forward towards Anderson. It's a good kick. Anderson gets a flick on. Hinchcliffe lays it off to Batty. Batty brings it down nicely. Batty still going, pressured by Jones, but
Substitute Pearson with the ball there.
Ellender.
Inside to Ellender. Long ball looking for Johnson. Johnson has it, marshalled by Pete down there near the corner flag. Ball comes across, Plummer intercepts. Lacey comes away with it.
Flicks it forward to Batty. Oh, nice four. Unlucky there. That flick by Batty to free Anderson. It's defended
Anderson
by
would have
Sullivan.
been away there if that hadn't been intercepted by skipper Sullivan.
Hare's fouled by Johnson. Yeah, desperately unlucky there. A real nice flick. It's certainly been a well contested game.
Probably not been quite as much action this half as the first, Richard, but I think both sides sensing that if they can get a goal, they can win this one.
Lacey. Good tackle by Lacey. Anderson looked to be fouled, but anyway. Done well to get back Anderson there. Sullivan clears. Comes to Hare. Plummer though heads it in. And offside. Barton free kick.
Assistant referee signalling, indicating that players were coming back from an offside position.
Comes to Plummer. Plummer can drive forward. The ball in. Hinchcliffe slips and headed clear by Wright. Fisher and Plummer up against Johnson. Deflects back to Jones. Jones
tidies up, plays the ball out to Cranage, right hand side. Knocks it long, Maloney. Jones looking for Maloney again. Goes through to Dixon. Plays it to Hare. Knocks it out to Pete on the left hand side. Onto the touchline to Varley. Taken from behind.
Well, that should be a yellow card.
That one should be a card.
Varley pulled down from behind. It is indeed a yellow card for Siddle. So Matthews will take the free kick from the left hand side. Just in from the touchline.
Scott Matthews, left hand side for Barton. Just inside the Bottesford half. Free kick, touchline.
Driven in towards Hare. Good header from Taron Hare. Jones heads it out. It's going to drop to Batty, who drives it in, but easy for Musselwhite. Deflection took some of the sting off it. Nice idea from
Josh Batty there.
Siddle down the line. It's well played by Johnson.
Good defensive work there by Matthews.
Cranage.
Forcing Bottesford to hold the ball up and then go backwards.
Pete will win that throw for
Good work
Barton.
by Pete as well. Shields the ball out to a Barton throw. Second substitution here for Bottesford. And it's Alex Hazel coming on for Joe Maloney. We're in the 75th minute. Minutes of play, scores 1-1. Both teams might be feeling the next goal wins it. I wouldn't like to guess which one of them might score it at the moment. Barton had the better of the pressure in the last few minutes. Had a few corners, a couple of half chances. Anyway, ball's now back in play, throw-in taken. Hare, central midfield, moving forward. Plays the ball out wide to Plummer. Throw. Plummer, halfway line just about.
1-1 here. Thrown towards.
It's out off Jones for another Barton throw. Not halfway inside the Bottesford half. Plummer will take this one.
Anderson makes a run.
Anderson running, looking for the ball.
By Sullivan. Batty Back to Plummer. Plummer. Varley. Back to Plummer. On the hand touch line. Lacey. Cross is blocked by Sullivan. Clearance made by Pearson. Another Barton throw. On the right. Hare leaves it for Plummer. Plummer throws it to Hinchcliffe. Hinchcliffe has it taken off him by Sullivan. Pete can win it. Sends it forward down the left towards Anderson. Cranage defends. Fisher does well to get a touch on Anderson. Brings it down. Plays a nice ball to Matthews. But a good piece of defending.
That was unlucky there for Scott Matthews. He managed to get a foot on it to dispossess the Bottesford defender, but the ball just ran away from
Anderson wins the throw for Barton on the left.
Yeah.
Off Johnson.
Clever play by Anderson. Played it off Johnson's shins to win the throw in. Pete Anderson.
Didn't quite drop for Varley and Jones cleared.
Good boy.
Pete with the throw.
Lay down.
Pete looking for, throws it to Anderson, but Wright got in front of him. Pete though has it back on the left, cuts in field. Nice play by Pete. Cranage defends. Barton have the throw.
Good work there by Pete. Made probably 15-20 yards down the touch line. He must have been on the touch line.
Yeah, did well there. Matthews with the throw. Thrown to Varley, back to Matthews. Matthews plays a nice ball in, headed away by Wright. Johnson turns it on, looking for Siddle. Hare's got his head on it, but Ellender can clip it forward. And headed back by Plummer to his goalkeeper.
Yeah, nicely cleared up by Matty Plummer there.
Dixon drives it down the left, looking for Anderson. Anderson's got him behind here. Anderson tried to take it first time, but lofted it over the bar.
Anderson did well there, got in front of managed to get himself past and then in front of the defender, but too much on the ball. Too close to goal really to be lobbing the keeper.
Yeah, and the ball wouldn't come down quick enough for him. Another substitution for Bottesford. Johnson's coming off. Had a good game up front.
Robbie Leaning coming on.
So Musselwhite with the goal kick.
10 minutes to go. Score remains 1-1 at the Easy Buy Stadium.
Musselwhite sends it for a good header by Hare. Anderson heads it on. Farley does well. Batty tries to bring it down, but that's well played from Hazel. Lacey can clear.
Lacey knocks long, only as far as right.
Jones turns it on.
Gets it to Jones, but his pass is rather wayward. Picked up by Lacey. Back to Dixon. Over Jones' head.
Doesn't reach Hinchcliffe.
Sullivan clears.
Spencer sends it forward. Hare can head it back. Free header for Sullivan. Plummer brings it down in the centre circle. Does well. Plummer plays a nice ball to Batty. Cuts in field. Good tap. Comes to Plummer. Lays it off to Matthews. Can send it across the goal. Turned in by Hinchcliffe. And Barton lead 2-1. Really excellent goal by Barton. Turned in by Hinchcliffe. Again, it's Matty Plummer coming out the back that's helped create it. Ben Hinchcliffe gets his second of the game.
Again, the players really showing the delight for Ben Hinchcliffe there.
Yeah, great work
second
by
goal of the game
Matthews
for
on the
Hinchcliffe.
left.
2-1.
Yeah, let's hope they can see it out this time.
Good to see Nathan Peake with his arm round his shoulder there.
Yeah, Yeah.
Just having a word, assistant manager Nathan Peake, but having a word with the lad who's been struggling, to be fair, to the early part of the season, but showing his old form today.
Bottesford restart with Jones, sends it clear. It's headed by Matthews. Heads it clear again. Comes to the substitute Hazel, who certainly looks lively. Matthews defends, does well there. Matthews tried to clear it, but it was intercepted.
It's Leeming with the ball.
Bottesford on the right hand side. Hazel gets it back to Cranage. Clipped in. Good header from Plummer.
Yeah, he needed to get ahead on that one. It's going out for a throw to Bottesford, but
Left hand side deep in the Barton half. Quickly thrown to Spencer. Spencer sends it in. Cleared by Fisher. Nicely taken by Anderson. Has it taken off him by Wright.
I think Anderson's been penalised there.
I don't know what
it was
for.
the two Bottesford players clashing with each other.
No idea what Anderson's been penalised for there. There was two Bottesford defenders who collided.
He was caught in between two Bottesford defenders, but he managed to take half a step away and they collided with each other.
Yeah. Sullivan with this free kick then on halfway for Bottesford. Forward it goes towards Jones.
Goal kick
behind for a goal kick.
Yeah, Dixon will take this one.
Won't be in any rush.
I don't think the referee will let him take too long though. He was hurrying play. They got both goalkeepers up in the first half. Probably not had a bad game, the referee, but he's been a bit pernickety on one or two things.
Yeah, I think he's had a
moving the ball a foot.
Yeah.
For instance, and
Dixon sends it forward. Hinchcliffe tries to win a header. Jones does, but Anderson tries to get onto that, and he's doing well there. Anderson.
Again, Anderson
throw.
doing what he was saying before the game. He'll get there and he'll make himself a nuisance, even if he can't necessarily win the ball. He got himself in front of the defender again there, and it meant the defender couldn't prevent the ball going out for a Barton throw.
Josh Lacey sprinting up to take it. On the right. Throws it to Fisher. Varley. Whoa, that's a tackle on Fisher. Picks it up. Clips it up towards Hinchcliffe. Musselwhite takes it. Throws it out to Cranage. Batty comes to chase back. Cranage down the right hand side. Matthews does well. Batty can't keep it in.
If that was a Josh Lacey sprint, I reckon the 100 metres world record safe by about a minute.
Yes.
But yeah, the players aren't going in a hurry. They know they're in the last few minutes of the game, even if they're not sure quite how many.
Jones sends the ball in. Breaks on the left here. Lacey's done well. Can Anderson get there? Throw to Bottesford left hand side.
Certainly Barton will do everything they can to run the clock down, and Bottesford will be trying to do anything but.
Siddle drives it in. It's going to come back to Bottesford. Ellender. Sullivan. Plenty of space on the right for
good
Cranage.
pressing by the Barton defence on the halfway line there.
Cranage sends it in. Taken by Dixon. Won't be in any rush to clear it. 2-1 it is to Barton. 2 from Ben Hinchcliffe this afternoon. Sent forward. Headed on by Cranage and down by Sullivan. Plenty of space in midfield for Ellender. Ellender coming forward down the left. Lays it off to Spencer, who plays it in field to
Hazel. The substitute. Bottesford used all three of theirs so
Hazel
far.
going again, looks a busy player. Jones, bit ambitious for Ellender that one.
4 minutes plus added time. Second substitute for Barton, and it's going to be Ben Hinchcliffe going up, scorer of both the goals.
Craig Disley coming on. So goal scorer Hinchcliffe replaced. Disley on to put a bit of experience into the midfield. hopefully
Yeah,
see the game out.
I think that's one of those substitutions so the player can get the applause he deserves.
Yeah, thrown forward towards Anderson. Gets a touch on it, Sullivan clears it. Disley rises to win a header. Hacked on by Allender. Hare wins the ball in the air. Jones heads it back. Plummer's head out for a Bottesford throw on the left.
Craig Disley will just bring that little bit of experience into midfield now. Barton will be looking to hold on to this 2-1 lead.
Matthews stumps the ball clear, and that might drop nicely for Anderson. Anderson's done it.
Anderson penalised yet again.
Penalised for pulling on
Tussling with
Sullivan.
O'Sullivan.
Musselwhite then will clear this.
Been a lot of physical contact between O'Sullivan and Anderson since Anderson came on a few minutes ago.
Musselwhite sends it to the right hand side. Cranage takes it down, then lays it off to the right.
Leaning, looking to get the cross in.
That's good play. Matthews
Being
has held him
by
up.
Lacey.
Back to Jones. Jones sends it in. Brought down the edge of the box. Shot comes in from
high, wide, and not so handsome there.
Pearson. Wastes a bit of time that one for Barton.
Referee indicating that if you're going to not put the ball on quickly, I'm stopping my watch. Never know whether they ever do or not, Richard, when they make these great plays of looking at the watches. We've seen it so many times, hundreds of times probably over the years.
Yeah.
All the games we've seen together, and you actually wonder when the whistle goes that they only play some added time, and you think, well, should have been a lot longer than that for the amount of time he was saying he was going to hold the game up.
Yellow card for Josh Lacey, not quite sure what for, presume something he said. So Dixon with the goal kick.
In the 89th minute here at the Easy Buy Stadium, Barton winning 2-1.
Batty gets his head on it. Bottesford throw left hand side, deep
10
in
yards
their
from their
half.
own goal line. Right hand side, left hand side for them.
Spencer. Lacey penalised for
pushing the back on Jones.
Sullivan's rushing to take it. So Sullivan with the free kick.
No, he's going to stop and go backwards. Referee says you can take it now.
Hare rights to defend. Anderson clears, spectacular overhead kick. Breaks to Fisher centrally. Fisher, that would have been a good ball for Batty, but it's cut out by Spencer. Bottesford now have it with Cranage. Right hand side, clips it forward down the line. Defended by Matthews. Matthews defends. And then is adjudged to have fouled the substitute leaning. So it's a good position for a free kick, this, for Bottesford.
It is a good position, yeah. We're now in added time.
Just up from the byline, right hand side. About 2 or 3 yards outside the penalty area.
It's 2-1, a good position to set up a chance for an equaliser for Bottesford. I think on balance though that would be a little bit unfair on Barton. Overall I think they deserve to be in front.
So free kick is about to come in, clipped in centrally. Great defensive header. Ball still scrambling in the box, and hacked clear by
hammered
Plummer,
away. That will do
by
for
Anderson,
Barton.
in fact.
Give them a chance to regroup. Substitution.
Robbie Start's going to come on for Barton.
Not sure who's going off just
Josh
yet.
Batty coming off by the look of it. Final change of the afternoon for Barton. Robbie Start is on. And everyone back for Barton to defend this throw, which is going to come in from Cranage. We're into added time. Dixon collects.
Yeah, good work by Pete. He just shielded the ball so Charlie Dixon could come out and drop on it. Good defending, slows the game down. Perfect legitimate way of doing it.
Thump straight down the middle
from Dixon.
It's going to go straight back to Musselwhite. Musselwhite sends it back. That's going to come to the right. Pete volleys it clear. That's going to come back to Musselwhite. O'Sullivan decides to collect
with the ball, right hand touch line for Bottesford. Anderson there.
Pete heads. Plummer really good header back to his goalkeeper.
Back to Dixon. Clears the pressure. Siddle will probably be better advised not to make a challenge like that near the keeper. He's had one booking.
Dixon sends it forward again, though, straight through to Musselwhite.
Musselwhite throws out wide. That's with substitute Pearson.
Fishers by a good tackle by Lacey, and that'll go back to Dixon. Anderson's waiting towards the left for this one. Oh, this time he's had a bad day with the boot, Charlie Dixon. Today.
Yeah, he's not had a lot to do in the way of saves today, but
that's skewed out for a throw on the left-hand side on halfway.
Basis, you got to say it's not been one of his better games though, because so many kicks have just gone straight out of play.
Yeah.
I think he's only really had one or two saves to make. Fairly quiet afternoon for him, really.
But there again, I'd much rather have a goalkeeper making saves than kicking the ball well.
Yeah.
There's 10 outfield players to kick the ball.
Oh, he's kicking generally is spot on.
It is. Ellender.
But, we're all allowed our off days.
Sends it forward, Dixon collects and forced to the ground.
Now in the 4th minute of added time, there can't be much longer.
Thrown out to Matthews.
Matthews with the ball on the touch line.
He's been caught. It'll be a Barton free kick on halfway.
Musselwhite will get this ball down to where the free kick should be taken. Won't leave it for Barton to retrieve.
Varley's running towards the corner. It's been left for Nathan Pete.
Nathan Pete going to take this one. Chips it down the touch line, looking for Varley.
Cranage gets in.
Cranage gets there first with Matthews.
Matthews going for the corner flag.
They try and get the ball down to the corner flag.
There's the full-time whistle. It's 3 points. 3 points for Barton.